The rewards outweigh the challenges, absolutely. Yeah, knowing that even if you only had these children for a week, you were making a difference. I had one little boy. He was with me for 7 days. He couldn't sleep in a bed. He didn't know how to listen to a story. And within a week of just good routine and support and love and caring, by the time he left, he was happy to go to bed, obviously with lots of support, but the change from the beginning of the week to the end of the week, he could actually sit and listen to a story. You hope that him going to the next carer for his more short to long term journey, that few days of with us sort of helped to set him up to be able to cope better. We had 5 sons, but we were probably a little bit old to be starting afresh, and so my husband said, well, why don't we foster? So that started the journey into foster care. There were 3 main children that we had for longer periods, and then lots of other kids coming and going. One particular little boy that we had, it was a ritual. Every afternoon he'd get home from work and they'd jump in the ute and go and check the cows, things like that. They were able to go and collect the eggs from the chickens, see the cows and the sheep and all that kind of thing. A bit of freedom out on the farm. There was definitely challenges, and that's where I think our support worker was so important. Behaviour of children at times, when they're struggling, that can definitely be challenging. Your heart breaks for them when that's happening. And then also the managing your own family as well throughout that, and their emotions and feelings and needs and all that kind of thing too. Overall, it was just like having extra siblings in the house. We're so used to always, footy on the weekends. It's just what we all did. So yeah, it was just another child to tag along to footy. There's just so many children out there that need that just love and support. Hopefully we did our bit for that. We took one little boy home who was reunified. While we cried all the way home, there was definitely grief. There was also joy that he was able to go home. So yeah, that was a good day. Mixed emotions, but a really good day. That was where I said to my husband on the way home, sometimes you wonder where the reward is, and I said to him, this is the reward. We were very fortunate that we had one support worker for the bulk of the time, and our other 2 were also fabulous. She was just amazing and made such a difference to our journey, particularly when there were tricky times. She could help me to advocate for the child's needs, things like that. Sometimes it was just an ear, you might have had a really bad day, so you sort of, give her a call in tears. So being able to ring her or email her with the small wins even and celebrate that together was a good support too. It was always good to have a sounding board about those things and have someone who understands trauma, kids with trauma, and able to help you to navigate through that and how it is different. I think we didn't really have a good understanding of children of trauma. Once I realised we needed to know so much more, I did as much training as I possibly could to learn so that I could help the children in the best way possible. The training and the learning, it just made such a difference, understanding what was under the surface for the children. There's all sorts of training available. You might not understand at the time how it's going to help you, but a situation will come up and it'll be, yes, there's that tool that I needed. As our journey was changing and the needs of our family were changing, I still wanted to be a part of the system of supporting children in care. To be able to support carers the way she supported us. I don't think I ever needed to call anyone after hours in our situation, but it definitely happens. And so we take it in turns at a roster. So there's always somebody available after hours. I would always say to my carers, just ask. Never hesitate to ask. There's no silly questions. Then if we don't know, we'll find out. There's all sorts of ways that we support our carers, and different carers have different needs. Sometimes carers are a little bit shy about asking for certain things, so we'll ask. And then again, around a sounding board, talking about behaviours, finding the supports in terms of behaviours. We do carer coffee mornings as well, and then we'll have, every now and again, we might have like a Christmas get together or an Easter get together or a carers week get together. So we love celebrating carers and the wonderful job they do. If people are interested in becoming a foster carer, I say absolutely make the call, get the information, but with the training and support that you get along the way, yeah, it's well worth doing. Some people do it for a long time, some people do it for a short time, but it's absolutely worth doing. Foster carers make such a difference for children. We need lots more foster carers. So children can end up in family-based care, in loving homes with lots of support around them. There's all sorts of care that can be provided, short-term, long-term, emergency, respite. So you might have a child in an emergency situation for 7 days, and then if you are registered, you can sort of extend that if needed. You might do respite. We have some amazing, wonderful carers, and that's all they do. They have children for respite, or it might be 1 weekend a month. We have other carers who have had the same child since the child was a baby, and they've had the child once a month ever since, and that will continue into the future. And what an amazing difference they make for that one child. Might be long term, so a child comes and stays with you, just becomes part of the family and stays forever, or short term, where the child's in that stage where it's will they go home, won't they go home, and then you work with them to either stay with you long term or move on to a long term family, or reunify with their own family. Love, stability, consistency, that's what they all need. It's enriching and rewarding no matter which type of care that you provide.